This is weird.
It is not. Is it?
It is.
No, let me tell y'all what boss shit that we're doing right now.
Oh, boss shit.
Let me let you know, babes. So, Sanara's wonderful husband
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
got us a hookup on a studio, bitch.
That's
So now we are in a studio set up like TLC.
You know what I'm saying?
Like we
about to bust a
record
note. You
track.
know what I'm saying?
Baby.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yo, it's so bomb.
This is legit.
It is very
it
legit.
exceeded what I was expecting
Yeah.
Yeah.
to come into here.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
very exciting.
So shout out to you.
yeah.
Shout out to Derek.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We appreciate you for the connects. So we're hoping the sound is better, you know?
Yeah,
We're
definitely.
just-
And the quality and
Yeah,
everything.
we're just bossing
We're
up right
excited.
now,
We
bossing
are.
up.
We're
This
making
is
moves.
love.
So y'all
Love.
see that hiatus didn't go to waste. Okay?
Exactly.
We've
Because
been
y'all was
working.
mad. Somebody was like, finally.
Right.
I said,
You see
I am
that?
so sorry. I apologize.
I apologize for our absence.
You know?
We're just trying to be bigger and better,
We
y'all.
are, we
bigger
are.
and better.
Constantly evolving.
Right. Constantly.
Beautiful.
Okay, so let's get into it. How you
y'all
feeling?
feeling?
How you feeling, Chloe? What's going on?
How am I feeling? I meant to think about this a while ago. I got distracted.
Sorry, I got my candy in your arm.
I'm feeling
That Lucas candy is so good.
chill, I guess I want to say. A little
Yeah.
bit of chill, a little bit of anxious,
Mhm.
you know. I'm dating someone, you know. Seriously.
Okay.
And
Wait, hold on, pause. What does seriously mean?
What is it? What does it
Does
mean?
that mean like seriously,
It's-
like he about to go on one knee serious, or
Or
serious
you
like?
ain't talking to nobody else
Right,
yet.
yeah.
Right,
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And
Let us know.
Okay.
yeah.
Give me the tea.
Well,
Give me the tea,
yeah,
sis.
great. But you at the same time, it's just like, you know, sometimes relationships could be stressful as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So, you know, it's just all about getting to know someone else who's not you. I think that's the
Yeah.
most stressful part. So
Yeah.
compromising and bending shit. You know, like I told
You
y'all.
did.
like,
Don't bend
I
too much
struggle
now.
with.
Don't
You
bend too
did
much.
Say that.
Yeah.
I said when I start dating someone, you know, you don't think you're ready because having to compromise and be like, I don't have to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
I don't have to compromise with my damn self.
Yeah.
That's how I feel
That's
all the
what you
time
said. I
when
can't
in
remember what
relationship.
episode it was, but that was.
But
and look at
see,
you.
If you're compromising too much, I just
No,
kind of feel
no,
like
no.
don't bend too much now.
No. I think one thing that I do love about relationships, I think it teaches you so much about you that
Yeah.
you don't really tap into when you're single. Like
Yeah.
when you're in a relationship, because I'm not patient at all. I have none. And I'm learning and being in one, like you have to be patient. Like
Very
you're
girl.
not going to always get everything that you want. I'm very spoiled. I'm very needy. And I have to learn sometimes, like, it's not always going to go your way, Chloe.
Yeah.
But you know, it's good.
Yeah.
I'm good. But yeah, I'm
Okay.
chilling.
So you chilling.
Okay.
You look blessed.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hey.
Sister Oliver.
Look how much room we got in here for a praise break. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna leave it at that.
How are you feeling, ma'am?
I feel good.
You
Like
look good.
this.
You do.
Thank
You do.
you.
I'm loving this shirt. Okay, hold on. Fight for your fairy tale. I'm
Yes.
loving
Thank
and
you,
living
'cause
in this
that's
shirt.
what I'm doing.
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Every day.
Yeah.
For the happily ever after.
Yeah.
Aw.
I mean, right now, because taking in this moment that we're in,
Mm-hmm.
coming from one mic and y'all telling me every time, you need to talk louder, you
Mhm.
need to be closer to the mic. Like, this is...
Legit, right?
We done moved from the apartment to the
Okay.
mansion.
To the studio.
Come
Look.
on now.
On the hill.
On the hill.
Come on.
But God.
But
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, when you keep him first, he blesses
Hey,
you.
when you
He blesses you. Look what he did.
and that goes into how I'm feeling. How can I describe that in words?
Come
You know
on.
that refreshing moment
Mhm.
when you like, man, dang, if I actually do what God told me to do, or if I actually do what I'm supposed to do, I actually get the results I want.
Hello.
So, you know that, because, you know, like sometimes.
Come on, Epiphany.
Just do the right thing like Spike Lee.
You just don't. You don't, and you want to do it your own way. You know what I mean?
All the
So,
time.
that refreshing moment, that's where I feel like that's where I am right now. It's just like, you do know. Like, I feel like I got all the keys.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know,
I
if
got
you
the
just
keys,
do this,
keys,
to do
keys.
that, to do this, that you'll have this.
Connect them
Right.
dots,
So,
girl.
you know,
Come
so I'm
on.
feeling whatever that would be. I don't even have the chart in front of me, but whatever that would be, that's how I'm feeling right
I feel like
now.
awakening would be a good word for that. That's kind of like where I'm at
I
in
feel
life too right
awakened.
now. Yeah, awakened.
Like you're growing, right?
Mhm.
In like a
Evolving.
good way. Like nothing,
Yeah.
like you in your, like what you was talking about, your bubble.
In my bubble.
It's just kind of like your
It's
energy
peace in
is like
there.
unmatched. It's
You're
just kind of
evolving.
like, yeah.
Blossoming.
Yeah.
Because that's what I see in you.
Yeah.
Thank
Girl.
you, girl.
Like a flower. Like,
Thank you,
bloom.
girl.
Flower Lauren.
I'm feeling good. So, yeah, I'm so excited. I'm excited for like the next day and the next day and the next,
That's good.
Taking it one day at a time.
One day at a time. But
Literally.
excited for the moments, every moment is a blessing.
Boom.
Amen.
That's where we
come
at.
on, amen.
That's where we at.
Let's end on an amen.
Right. Okay, so
Let's get it started.
let's get it
bitch,
started.
wait.
So are we gonna let's just go. Let's
Just
not
go,
even
just do
explain.
it.
Just go.
We're not explaining it?
Let's not even explain.
Okay.
Let them receive it.
They'll
Let 'em
receive it.
receive
Right.
it.
Let them receive it.
Come on.
Okay. Bitch, what?
Bitch, what?
Did y'all see
Oh.
Aretha Franklin's 10-hour
Girls,
funeral?
A whole work.
Bitch,
This
I didn't see it, but I seen it. I saw everybody talking about it, but I was not about to sit in front of my TV for them hours. to
I
watch.
agree.
Baby.
Because
For
I'm
10
not
hours?
even going to front to say that I'm just a huge Aretha fan. So I wasn't
Yeah.
even going to boss up and play with people like, oh my God,
And try to fake
Aretha,
it,
right,
right.
passed away.
Right.
She was, no. But were there any moments that y'all enjoyed because I think we all watched it via Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I
Yeah.
watched it. How did y'all feel about, what's her name?
Ariana.
Ariana
That's what I was
Grande.
gonna say. The performance. You're at the funeral singing "You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman."
Mm-hmm.
That was a little weird.
I feel like they set her up.
I feel like they did. That's what I told Derek in the car. I was like, they set her up.
I feel like they really set
she
her
white
up.
or Hispanic, whatever.
Right.
At a black woman's funeral. Yeah, she has vocals,
Right,
but
right.
that song, what she was wearing.
She dressed
They
like
set
she
her
was
up.
going to a quinceañera.
Yeah, they
That's
set her
how
up.
I felt.
Yeah. I'm still trying to understand who called her people to say we need you at the because
Exactly.
Aretha, if from what I see and piece together, because I mean I'm not gonna say I wasn't a fan. I mean I know of her. I love music, so Aretha is one of the mothers. So I can't, But what I heard, she petty. She was petty as hell. She
You
was
saw that
petty.
interview that she did?
I didn't,
Yeah,
but I've heard
between
she's
her and Patty and Gladys.
petty.
All
So
of
for me, I was just surprised that she would want a person who's not black
Boom.
to be at her funeral. Well, Bill was up there.
But that's
asleep.
I was like, why he up
But
there?
you know,
But, okay.
so I was just confused. The attire.
She looked like she was going to
I
a
just
quinceañera.
don't understand why they didn't put in contract or whenever email, bitch, wear floor length. A floor
or at least
length.
cover your kneecaps.
Or, babe, I
Something.
saw somebody comment was like, she need a handkerchief. In the church, they be like, baby, you need
So
your
grandma put
handkerchief.
that
They give them to you at church. Here you go. Pass
I
it
did
down.
not understand, and it seems like the clergy and everybody behind her was just like, "What the hell?" I understand the song, obviously, because it's a Aretha song, so I feel like, of course, it's gonna be a concert. I feel like when Whitney died, when people
Yeah,
die, they're gonna
I didn't mind the
sing their
concert at the
songs,
funeral, but I not only, of course, I don't even care about her performance and what she had on. But one thing though, what did y'all feel about? Because a lot of people say we focused so much on her outfit that we did not care about that preacher touching her on her side.
No,
I
that
saw
bothered
that.
me
I was gonna talk about
instantly.
that.
Instantly, that bothered me because I'm like,
I felt
my
uncomfortable
word.
for her.
I couldn't even watch it. I cringed. I was just like, oh my God, because
how long are you gonna do it?
Yo, that
in front
is
of everyone.
That goes on back to.
Yeah.
In our churches.
In
like
churches,
let's not
the pastors,
Yeah.
come on.
let's not
And I
front.
think I heard that he uses that excuse like, oh, I hug everybody like
But
that.
you're
that's a
touching her
problem.
That's a problem
boob.
then.
You touched her boob.
And
You
kept it
grasped
there.
it.
And you kept
Like
it
she
there.
was
She was
moving his
clutching.
hand.
And I feel like she was kind of like,
I feel
oh
like
my
she was
God.
trying to she wasn't
And he
trying to
kept
make it so
grabbing her.
awkward on TV, which is I can't wait till we women just stand up and be like, you move your
what are you
hands.
doing?
like in the church
TV
of God.
or not.
Like
In
the
the
Lord.
church.
See,
Funeral
see
or
you.
not, I would have showed my ass and be like, move your
Yeah.
hands.
they just so and I understand, like, people always try to use this excuse for he's still a man, like, even though he's a man of God, he's still a man. But if you're a man of God, I feel like you need to get that under control.
You have boundaries. There
you
are
need
boundaries.
to pray to the Lord, ask him to strap what is in between your legs so you not be out here pinching on people's nipples.
Yes, the whole.
the
I
altar.
don't care if you're a man of God or just a man. That's inappropriate.
It is.
Because I'm like, we standing here on TV. You know the camera's on us because you're talking.
Horrible.
I would have been sitting there like this.
Wait, right. But of course, obviously, she wasn't gonna say shit because she's
I
in
would
an
have.
environment
That's
that
what
is
I'm saying. I would
unbeknownst to her.
have. I wouldn't have said anything,
this
but you would
environment
have
was
definitely seen me
so-
look, so you know I'm bothered.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, sir?
But I'm pretty sure as a celebrity, she probably goes through that a lot. Like, not even there. But how'd y'all feel about Big Sean? All the other memes about him talking about when your ex wants you back. Y'all seen that when he was like,
Okay, get out of here.
I like their relationship. I just
were
think
cute.
you're right. Clap on your ex. She did a bomb job. Clap for her. I thought it was cute. I was
wanna know
looking
what
for
song
Janae, though.
Janae
I
gonna
was
write.
like, I wonder where Janae
I want to
at.
know if she.
I don't know.
Are they together?
Preggers.
Yeah.
I thought she may have been preggers.
I thought that
I didn't even
song-
think about that.
I wouldn't be
She
surprised.
just had a song out that's "You Never Called Me" or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, for her album.
Yeah.
I was wondering if that's
She was
about
married.
Big Sean.
No,
I think
or
that's
about
her
her
husband.
husband.
That was her
Okay.
ex-husband.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
she was
cool, cool,
married.
cool,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That shit crazy because I see that meme all the time with him and her together and they're all in love and it's like this could be us, but you won't let me ruin your marriage.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
That's hard.
Yeah.
that's messed up,
Oh
and they
my
have to
God.
actually address that as a
Mm.
this is not what it was. Y'all don't know the timeline.
I,
blah blah
feel,
blah.
I hate when people
That-
do that because I hate when
yeah.
they do that to Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats.
And did you see them in the
No,
pictures?
ma'am. No, ma'am. That is not
Did
a
you
do
see
not
them
fuck
both
with
of her?
Swiss
Did
Beats.
you
What
see them in the
love?
Wait,
pictures?
that is not a Swiss Beats and Alicia situation. That situation was definitely a home wrecking situation. I
Really?
don't care. Yes, it
I-
was.
And we don't want to say that
Yes.
because we love Alicia,
No,
but she was a
I
homewrecker.
will say it.
I don't know the backstory
She was a
behind
homewrecker.
it, but
It
I
was
kind
all-
of felt like it was.
If you guys remember, I don't know if it was Basketball Wives or Love and Hip Hop. I feel like it was like the first episode of Love and Hip Hop when they out in New York. And
Yeah,
I feel
Mashonda
like-
was on there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and she
uh-huh.
showed the entire, like she just showed the house, and she showed how she keeps pictures of him on the wall so her son won't da da da. That a whole son, like nah, and that's and to me, even though we don't really know the story, just everybody's reaction that's in that world goes to show that that shit's fucking true. Don't nobody fuck with Alicia like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Bye. Okay. Let me not, because I've done a lot of dirt when it comes to wrecking
Right.
certain situations.
Right.
So I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm just like I'm not gonna be judgmental to that. But I feel like when it comes to marriages, that's kind of deep.
Why you that close?
That's deep. That's like a bond by God.
Yeah.
So I just feel like that's kind of
And now
I still love her
and then
music,
it
but-
kind of rubs me weird. I know you're supposed to be because Will Smith and Jada, they mastered that, but that relationship was over with.
Yeah.
So that's different. But they're on they take vacations together. Like I just saw them. They're in
They
Egypt.
who?
The family Mashonda is Mashonda and Alicia.
Hold on, pause
Really?
though.
Girl,
They were.
They're in Egypt.
Wow.
And I'm like, that
But
bothers
pause
me.
though. Was Will and his ex-wife relationship over before Jada came in the picture?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it
'cause she talks about
wasn't.
at the red table.
on the
didn't it?
red top.
Exactly. When they had that conversation, I thought the ex-wife said like we weren't done. Like you
I
came
remember her
into
saying that.
yeah,
Oh.
like they weren't
Now I gotta
like
go back and
divorced or
listen.
anything. Like you kind of came into this.
Oh.
From what I remember listening to, I
And
could
they
be
were still
wrong.
married, or that's the baby
They were
mama?
still married.
That's his ex-wife, or is that his baby mama?
No, that's his
His
ex-wife.
ex-wife.
Oh.
But I don't.
Do y'all think? Okay, then I be thinking about this. Do y'all
Bitch,
think
what?
that this right? Do y'all think that this? It's called Red Table Talk, right?
Yeah.
Do y'all think that this is like a come to Jesus moment for Jada? Do you think that
Yeah.
Jada was like a bitch and like she's
of
like
course.
in some
I
way
think
I
she
like
see
could
her
be.
in Low
this
Down
was
Dirty
like her?
Shame. I was like, yeah, she feisty. So she
I
probably
think
tearing
about
it
that
up.
often.
When
like,
if you listen to the interview that she did with the ex-wife, and then the one she did with Gabrielle Union, you
Oh,
can tell
yeah.
growing up that Jada was a diva as fuck. Like
Oh,
she was
yeah.
very bitchy. She
Mm.
probably
I mean, she went to a
felt very
performing
entitled.
arts
Yeah.
high school, so I'm sure
Yeah.
she.
And I think listening to her now, she's always talking about like mental and just self-love.
Yeah. And I love that, 'cause
So
that's where I'm
I
at.
think she's definitely having a coming to Jesus thing with
Yeah.
this Red
It's a
Table
beautiful
Talk.
process.
Yeah.
Her and her mother, I
Yeah.
never knew that her mom was on crack for years or whatever.
oh
Right.
wow, and she looks beautiful.
Girl.
Her mom is.
She's beautiful.
She's a dime piece.
The Lord said, I will not let that crack abuse or ruin your looks, okay?
We gone.
She looks gorgeous.
Girl, okay,
Never
so
crack.
Fantasia, I didn't see her performance because I already knew she was gonna be screaming and cackling and taking
But
her
it
shoes
wasn't
off
that
and
bad
stuff.
though. It
But
was
I love a
good.
screaming and cackling Fantasia.
I mean, I do
too.
too, but it's just
That's the only way to go.
I didn't see the part. She did kick her shoes off, but I didn't.
That's
the part
Fantasia.
I saw she didn't. But
That's why
I'm
I was
used to
mad.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
I was mad when everybody was making comments about it. I'm like, oh, y'all don't know Fantasia.
'Cause she
There is
couldn't.
not one performance that this woman does that she does not kick off the
That's what I was
heel.
telling
Yeah.
Darren. I was like, as soon as she come out, she's kicking her shoes
Yeah.
off. Like they don't
Yeah.
even make it to the stage. So for
Yeah.
her
Like,
to have
bitch,
them
just
on,
wear sandals. We
Yeah.
know you finna drop down, get it, and scream.
okay,
Just
and
wear
walk across that
sandals.
stage. Cause I seen the tweet. It said, "I'm waiting for Fantasia to come on so I can give my life to God."
girl, get my girl. No, what kills me, y'all know that little gif everybody be using, be like,
Yeah.
I die every time somebody uses that shit.
The crying Fantasia.
Girl,
oh my
I
god.
died.
Girl, when she opened that big old mouth, her
Girl.
and Jennifer Hudson, baby.
Girl.
When they opened them,
I really wish with Jennifer Hudson, I just wish that she like soared more. I know she soars like in her own light, which I really respect and love about her. But I wish she soared more commercial. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just feel like she's just one of those people that is just like people don't appreciate that type of sound or that type of
I feel something happened with her that I feel like kind of stopped her.
I was just about to say that because after Dreamgirls, it really wasn't much. Then she lost the weight, so she came back out, and then her nasty divorce with her husband.
I think that played a big part in
That was it. Other than
Did
that,
she have like drama?
It
No, it
He
was
trying
drama.
to- He was trying to take her money.
And I think
Like they were talking about she wasn't taking her kid. Was it like something like a parent? Like wasn't it like a battle or something like that?
Oh yeah.
And then her family, like that was her first jump with her family being murdered.
Yo,
like,
that was
that was
wild.
sad.
That was
sad.
wild.
as
That
soon
was
as you
wild.
come out,
Yeah.
That was wild.
I think that I don't know. I really don't know what stopped J Hud from kind of taking off
'Cause
because
the sound
Dreamgirls
is
was
there.
a hit.
Yes.
So you would think that her career
And her
would
other
be,
that spotlight, I don't like.
I was thinking that as we
Yeah.
were talking about it.
I
Yeah,
like that song.
Yeah.
I just like when she sings.
It's just it makes you.
Ooh,
I feel
It
like.
makes you feel.
Do you feel like Jordan Sparks has more of a career than J Hud?
No. I mean,
think they're
I feel like
kinda
they're kind of.
the same.
Some
They're
people
both
would
on American
argue.
Idol.
Some people would argue that Jennifer Hudson has a little bit more clout than Jordan Sparks.
She
because
does on the with the
know.
black people, but commercial wise,
Right.
Jordan
They're
Sparks is on
facts.
it. She's
Facts.
on it because
Does she have new music?
she's working on something now, but she did just have a baby.
Yeah, I saw that.
But she was sponsored. She had a sponsorship with Lay's. Like, you know how they're doing the smile campaign on the chips, so you
Yeah.
see people mouth. Hers is on one of the chips. So like, because I follow her on
She just had the
Instagram.
commercial. I just think J Hud ain't made no music in a while, so that's
No,
why
neither one of them have, but
That's why we missing it. Fantasia too. She ain't dropped no music in a while.
nothing.
too.
Is it the American Idol? Because Kelly Clarkson, I loved her, and
I just think everybody living their lives. Didn't
What she
Fantasia?
chilling?
Was she pregnant or she recently got married to
She
somebody else?
married.
She
She
got
recently got
married again.
married.
I just think
Yeah.
everybody just
Yeah.
living their lives. Same thing with Rihanna. Everybody like,
Okay,
bitch,
Rihanna
Rihanna, when you
acting.
dropping some
And
music?
Rihanna is recording.
Rihanna
She's
said she's
recording
gaining
and
weight
shit,
and
y'all.
living her best life. She don't give
she's
two
she's
fucks.
recording a movie with Childish Gambino right now. So she's
I heard that.
pulling chips. Yeah, girl.
I don't think Rihanna cares. Rihanna say she gonna drop music when she ready
feel like
to
it. She
drop
got
music.
the money.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta have multiple streams of income, so she probably making money, just not.
Oh yeah, Fenty is.
Oh, the Fenty Beauty and the lingerie
Yeah.
just dropped, girl.
She
So
dropped
excited.
lingerie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
What's it called? Savage, right?
I think Fenty Savage or something
Fenty
like
Savage.
Come
No,
on, Ree.
I know it's gonna be off. It's gonna be backwards, but I couldn't wait for you to talk about social media because I have a question. I just wanted, since we're talking about like
Yeah,
bitch
what's
what,
up?
because this is a bitch what moment.
Bitch, wait.
So I was looking at I was watching a video on YouTube today, and this girl was like, she was in the club and she was like, she asked this dude, she was being like a wingman or whatever with her friend, and she asked this dude, she said she was talking to him and she was like, what's your Instagram? Like in the club, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then she was like, and then when I saw he had like 1.4 million followers and he was like a basketball player, and I was just like, why you being so whack? And da-da-da. So it really, I paused, right? Because I'm like,
Not here go
People-
to check, but you bothered.
people really be in the club like, what's your Instagram? Like, I've never, and even though like I'm in a relationship, obviously, so I don't be out like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like when I would, like, nobody be like, what's your Instagram? Like,
Yeah.
I had a conversation with this guy at my job, and he was like, girls really be in the club, like, showing niggas, like, niggas that be cash apping the money.
Yeah.
And they cash app and showing it.
Where them
Like, it's just
dudes at?
like, it's so weird. It's just like, what? Bitch,
I seen
what?
an article.
Like,
I seen an article where a girl was giving a lap dance or whatever, stripping, and the dude cashed apped her instead of giving her like, where are we right now?
I just don't
in this
understand
world?
why social, and I just kind of feel like, are you like, people who ask that, are these people who are only like they have a lot of followers on Instagram, so they feel like it's gonna give them an extra
And most of them
push,
be
right?
fake. I didn't know that you
or
could buy
is it
followers.
just like, I mean, not even here and there. I'm just saying like the idea of saying, what's your Instagram? And then
I feel
seeing
like-
followers
and
to
then something
compare
with
to who
a
you are.
wild
or
ass
whatever.
name, and you're like, what did you say? Is that a?
I think that's why relationships are so unsuccessful these days, because we care so much about like popularity
shallow.
and looks versus
Right.
like what's your number? Can I
Substance.
take you
Come
out for a
on.
coffee
Can
or
we
a dinner?
talk about something? Can we buy?
This nigga can have 1.4 million followers and beat your ass. Or
Hello?
like not
Or
even
talk
be
to
or cheat on
1.4
you.
million bitches.
okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Like I just don't understand. I was very surprised because she said it was just so like it was normal for her. It was just like, it was nothing. She was like,
That's
yeah,
the
I asked
age
him.
we in,
I was like,
y'all.
the fuck?
Ooh.
And I was talking to my boyfriend. I was like, have people ask? He was like, yeah. People ask me that in conversation. And I was like, even if you're not talking about like a service or something, he was like, no, just like regular.
That's crazy.
Like,
I don't even like to tell people who I initially meet off back what my social media is.
because
I want you
why?
to get to know me for me and then check. Because
you ain't never gotta look at my social media.
What does it have to do?
It used to be a really big deal to me,
Right.
but now I be like, you know what? I'm gonna chill. Like, I don't care no more.
If we're talking about something that has to do with my Instagram or talking about something that I do or something like that, then I'll give it to you so you can see something.
Yeah,
but
you
just
need
like on
substance,
some
okay.
regular shit just to get a follow.
I don't
or
even know
just
why I would
that's
give
just
you
so
my
weird.
Instagram
I know.
page unless you just want to see pictures of me.
I don't understand.
But then that's kind of creepy
so
now that I think
weird.
about it.
It was just so
But
weird.
then I've seen on the backside, a dude sends a female a text or let me get a pic and they send an Instagram.
I would do that.
Oh yeah, I do that. I've done that.
Yeah.
I've
I'd
definitely
much
done that.
rather you ask me to like, what's your Instagram name versus send me a pic. I think the
Yeah,
whole send
that's
me
so creepy.
a pic thing
It's creep.
is
y'all.
creepy.
It's
It's
creepy
a
as
turn
hell.
off. It is a instant turn off for me.
Like, what do you
send me
mean?
a pic.
I always used to visualize him like a nigga about to jack off or some shit and like send me a pic.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why.
But even
That's why you
then,
wanna
like, I
see
find a
it.
lot, like, dating, like, when you meet, I've run into a lot of dudes, like, when you meet them, like, at a club or outing or something, and the next day they'll text you, and they're like, send me a pic.
like they don't remember you.
They don't remember you. So, in my
Right.
eyes, that makes me be like, you probably asked 10 different bitches their numbers
Of
last
course
night, and
they
you're
did.
trying to figure out which one I am.
Of course
so
they
that's
did.
why you're trying to send me. Yeah, that's why
course
you're
it
going to
was.
be.
Hello.
I'm just like, no. Because you
If
don't
we
care
gonna
that
play the game,
much.
we gonna play the game.
But they don't. I mean,
They sloppy.
that's
That's just sloppy.
I just feel like
It's
that's why people go
childish.
out.
Focus on
Like
your
men, I
focus.
feel like when they go out, it's expecting for them to.
How many numbers I can get tonight?
I mean,
How
yeah.
many numbers can
or,
I get tonight?
Yeah. Or who I'm about to get. Who I'm trying to get something tonight.
Yeah.
Tap
Tonight.
That.
Like.
Oh, man.
Tonight.
Okay.
Well, that was bitch wet.
Bitch, what?
That was nice.
Bitch, what?
Thank you. Okay, let's move it on over to the beauty corner.
Moving on over to
the beauty
corner.
corner. Hey.
Over to the beauty corner.
What you got for us, girl?
So today in beauty corner, y'all, this gonna sound real like duh, but y'all, the quote "drink your water, mind your business."
I love it.
Prevalent.
Not only applies to your life, but also your skin.
Come
okay?
on.
Because I've been on this keto. I've been on this
Alignment.
keto diet. And honestly, I haven't been able to drink, I can't consume sugar, so I can't drink soda. I can't drink, even though I got this Red Bull sitting right here.
Yeah.
I can't drink soda and I can't drink juice. And I was an apple juice fiend, like
We know.
for real, like the
do.
only type of juice I drink. So I've been drinking only water, and y'all, my skin has
Oh,
been
yeah.
amazing.
Come on.
Like seriously,
Yeah.
haven't had to do anything like.
It's beautiful, right?
Like even if I missed a day of skin regimen, it just has so much more life. It's just like so much more
'Cause the water
vibrant
is nourishing.
Let me
naturally.
tell you about
know?
water.
Okay.
It's just not for hydration.
It ain't. Come on, say a word on it. Speak
It's
a
for
word.
clear skin. It's
Everything.
for a good mind.
Okay.
It's for rejuvenation.
Come on.
It's
Girl.
for energy.
Girl.
I don't
Circulation.
I wasn't
It's
a
just-
believer. I was not. I used to
Hey.
hate. Like I was one of them people, and when I see the videos and the jokes all the time, like you are childish if you don't like water.
Yeah.
I was one of them childish bitches. Like I
Oh,
don't
no.
like water. It doesn't have a
Love
taste.
it.
It makes me feel weird. But I constantly drink water, and it has really, really, really helped with my skin. So to all my babes out there, if you are dealing with anything with your skin and you just piling on product, but you still drinking soda and you still like going heavy with the juice and everything, cut that out.
The
Cut-
artificial juice too.
Exactly. I can't with you. Whether it's artificial or natural, they still got
Kool-Aid.
sugar. If you're doing that, you might want to just try not consuming that just try it for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? You could do Crystal Light. I do Crystal Light, and Crystal Light has no carbs or no type of like bad things in there. So
Okay.
if you need to do that just to wean yourself off, you can do that. But try that, and I promise it will help with your skin and dairy. Because I haven't been consuming like a lot of dairy too, so I would say try that out. But drink your water.
Do you
mind
have
your
on makeup
business.
right now?
No,
No, it looks.
I don't
your
have
skin looks
any
really good.
makeup
You look
on.
good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have
I'm
been
looking
going to
like,
work like
ooh.
no makeup,
Yes,
like not
fresh
even.
face. Hello.
Girl, and I've just been like,
Hello,
yes,
hydration.
Lord. Because even when it comes to like applying your makeup and stuff, like
Mm-hmm.
if your skin underneath looks beautiful, your application of your makeup will
Absolutely.
then look beautiful. You don't want to be piling
Smooth.
makeup and foundation on
Concealer
pimples
and-
and
Then you
blemishes
start to look like a
and
clown.
You gotta-
patchy. I don't care how much
yeah.
primer you put on your face, baby.
Yeah.
So drink your water, mind your business.
I love
That's the
that.
beauty corner.
That's alignment, girl. I love that.
Message.
So you literally been drinking water,
Yeah.
minding your business. All right. Okay, well,
Okay.
let's get your mind right.
Get your mind right.
Get your mind right. Okay, so this is based on my self-love and self-healing. I've developed these little, I would say knickknacks because I like that word, to just
Yeah.
kind of help you out in the midst of something, because I deal with anxiety. So one thing that I've learned to do is just take a deep breath.
Okay.
They have different breathing. I'm actually going to put it on the page. I don't have it with me now.
Good
but there's-
idea.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a breathing that I always do, relaxation breathing and balance breathing.
What's the difference?
Girl, okay, so
Girl.
let me tell you,
Right.
with the relaxation breathing, it literally relaxes you. I was doing research on it, and I did it at work. Don't do it while you're at work unless you're ready to be like, done.
Like super.
Yeah.
It's really gonna make you relax. And I felt my body like tingle, kind of. It was like relax, and I was just like, whoa. And then I did the balance breathing just to kind of get you, if you're anxious, you're breathing fast or having a moment.
Yeah.
It kind of just brings you back to your center, and it's just different breathing. I'm trying to remember as I talk, like you kind of inhale for 6 seconds, then hold it for 2. Exhale for 4 seconds.
Is that the relax?
This is the balance one.
Oh, okay.
The relaxation breathing, you're like holding it in. You're breathing in for like 8 seconds, and you never, because I tried it. I was like, dang, that's a long time. And then I'm exhaling for a long time. I'm like, okay, you're really resetting your breathing. So that really helps me. I notice when I'm about to get really upset about something or I'm anxious, I just take a moment. Okay. And then it kind of clears my mind. I'm like, okay, good. I'm not that anxious anymore. Let's see what I can do.
Yeah.
I love that scenario because I deal with anxiety too.
Yeah.
I deal
I'm
with
gonna
think
put it
we
on
all
there.
do.
Yeah.
I have it on my work calendar because work kind of stresses me out.
Yeah, I think I feel like for some reason, like our generation or like people, because, we're in our middle to late 20s.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody who was kind of born around like our like late 80s, early 90s, we all like struggle with anxiety.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's crazy. Like you see it around so much. Like people just be like, I just really... I
think everything that was poured into us as we grew up, like growing up, we were the technology, wave. Like we got the Facebook, the Instagram, the social media,
Yeah.
the school shootings, all that stuff. Like we succumbed to all that stuff. So I feel like that's why we're so stressed out here and we don't
And
know
what
what
I think?
to do.
I think what because I had to look into myself for this. I don't think we were provided with the correct outlets. Because what my mom did when I told her I had anxiety and I was depressed, she was like, no, you're not depressed. You need to pray that away.
Come on.
Instead of telling me, you have insurance, so
Go ahead,
go see someone. We didn't have that. It was just like, keep pushing. And that's all I know how to do. But now that I'm like, no, this isn't right. Just because this is how I was taught doesn't mean it's the correct thing to do.
Yeah.
So, like, it's definitely good to talk to someone. For me, I kind of just talk to God because for the longest time I was dealing with very, very severe depression. No one knew. And I didn't have anyone to talk with. They were like, you're okay. Or I was being too dark for them. And they was like, I'm going to talk to you later. So I had to fix myself. So I didn't have anyone to be like, hey, maybe you should go talk to someone or try some deep breathing. So I always try to be an advocate, and I do appreciate the people who come to me, because people actually come to me because I express what I'm going through a lot, and I'm not really scared anymore to admit that I have a problem or I'm struggling, and people confide in me, and I appreciate that because I'm guessing like what you see in me or what I'm doing will help you too. Or
and that definitely helps. Like I feel like it helps with like anxiety and depression for people to, when people tell you or when people come to confide in you, it kind of gives you that confidence to feel like, okay, like maybe I'm doing something right. Like I am actually making strides and I am doing better. And that, like, for me, like, I feel you. Like, it just gives you that boost of like,
okay, so it's working.
Like,
so we're
working.
doing it. Yeah. All right.
Like, I need to look at it from a different,
perspective.
perspective.
And it helps too to talk to people or like close friends or even someone who can relate as well, because you always think like, I'm crazy, I'm going through this shit by myself. When like 5 people in the same vicinity of you are going through the same thing.
Exactly.
So it's just like, you're not crazy.
And you don't know that
how you
until you
handle it.
say something.
Exactly.
Yeah. A closed mouth don't get fed. That's real.
And I think more and more people are starting to open up about it. We talk about the friend zone all the time and how we talk about wellness, and they always the read, like those groups, like they always talk about
wellness.
Exactly. They normalize being fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
It's just like everybody
and it's
out
not
here
nothing
fucked
to be ashamed
up.
of. That's what I thought at first. I was ashamed.
Yeah, and because a lot of time, think about it, with the wave of social media and the wave of just visually seeing everybody's lives and peeking into everybody's life, people don't always post the bad. Right. And I think as just this year or maybe like the end of last year, people really started posting more of the real. Yeah. So people committing suicide and, feeling bullying, all this shit. Like, so people can really see like, yo, like it's not always good. And I struggle too. And I have anxiety too. And I have depression. You just see that I try. Like I may just try a little bit harder. Yeah. But you could try just as hard as I can. Like I know that shit helps me. Like being a creative person and, wanting to build a life around creativity. When you see other creatives struggle with blocks or struggle with depression or struggle with not wanting to, film or not wanting to do whatever, it just makes you feel like, okay, like I'm not the only person doing, like feeling this way.
That's why I'm trying to normalize the struggle, because I know what I struggled with was not.
I love that.
Me too.
I love that.
Y'all, because I'm like, dang, I was faking it for a long time. Like, yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm making money. I wasn't.
It makes you feel worse.
I was tired.
I can never fake that shit. I'm so transparent. I
have.
I did because I felt like I needed to. Now I don't, and I feel like I'm more relatable.
Exactly.
You know, exactly. I'm really just out here every day, kind of winging it low key.
I'm so transparent. I would cry the.
And that is such a blessing.
That's good.
That's
such a good. I feel like I had to hold that.
I've always been like that.
Girl, that's why that's why I watch you, Chloe. Like you be
your heart, and that's good, because everybody can't be transparent. I'm not the type of person like you said, like faking the funk. Like I've always, my mom literally, those words, fake it till you make it. Like that was literally like the thing. You know what I mean?
Never let them see
and
you
it's so
sweat.
literal. You know what I mean? Not being able, not crying and all this other stuff. It's just kind of like, to be able to be open and transparent, it makes you go through those things much easier, because you don't have to fake for people. Yeah. You going through something so heavy and then also having to fake with everybody in your daily life, bitch, that's a whole nother that you got to deal with.
Yeah. And then put it on top of that, you got kids, so I got to keep it together for my kids, because I don't want them to see, like sometimes I have to go cry in the bathroom or cry in the closet, give mommy a second. Man. I don't have time to fall apart.
Give me a week. Y'all needs to go. That's why I ain't got no kids. I'm like, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go.
No. That's why I'm like, Lord.
It's not that bad, but it's just in moments when you're down and when you're dealing with depression, it's kind of like, I don't have time to do this because I have people that are dependent on me. Yeah. My children are small, so they need me. So I don't have time to be laying around or constantly in a corner crying. Like I have to do that shit on my own time, which is maybe 5 minutes. I don't even have I don't have privacy, never. So it was really hard for me to deal with it until I just told myself, which is another point I had to kind of get your mind right. You have to take care of yourself. Self-love. You have to, even if it's 5 minutes a day where it's just you by yourself, not worried about anybody or anything else. Take that time to just kind of, okay, I'm here. I'm in my moment. This is my moment. Don't touch it. Even if, because for me sometimes it's just going in the bathroom, locking the door, just being by myself, like okay, I'm still here, I'm not lost in what I'm doing. Just look at yourself, okay girl, we got this. Or if I have to cry, sometimes I'll take the moment to cry because I haven't cried in a while. Crying is normal.
And it's very therapeutic. I cry at every show. Any show I watch and I get like, oh my God, I just let them flow. Yeah. I just be like, oh my God.
Any situation,
it's so nice.
I let it flow. Okay. I just think it's just a release, because I deal with so many people today who are so like tough and hard and just, it's like, cry. It's okay to cry.
Exactly. Yeah,
like the fact that I even have to tell you that it's okay, it's just like, you're not okay. Like,
you're not. Internally.
Because
it's something wrong.
Here's the biggest thing. When you are lying to yourself, when you can't be real with yourself, and to me, not being able to cry is you not being able to be real with yourself.
Exactly.
And who can help?
Yeah.
I can't help.
Can't
you can't even help yourself.
You. Yes.
Right. You have to be real with yourself.
And
it's so, it hurts you.
It's so funny that you say that, just because it's like when you fake the funk, you when you really be sad and you faking the funk, you want people to like talk to you and be like, "Are you okay?" But no one knows if something's wrong with you if you faking the funk.
And then also on top of that, even if you do feel some type of way, and then you know how if someone feels some type of way and you like try to like assist with it or whatever, but then it's like they fight with you, or they like dispute. It's like, okay, bitch, are you sad or not?
Right?
Are we sad or are we not sad?
What are we talking about?
Can we make a choice? Let's make a choice. Like, it's just like that to me is another example of lying to yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you're battling with whether or not, if you hear, like, if when I say something, if when I tell you, you know, something, and then you can't, it's like you fight. It's like you can't.
I know. I get you.
Yeah.
Like you told me. It's just like somebody saying like, "Oh, I'm just really depressed," and then I'm like, "Well, you know, if you're depressed and you're like, bitch, no, I'm not depressed." It's like, bitch, no, you're crazy. How you just told me you was depressed though. So, but when I tell you you're depressed, you're not depressed no more.
The defensive one.
All right.
The defensive one.
So yeah, self-care. Yeah.
Self-love.
Being
Love
real with your
yourself.
damn self.
Breathe deep.
Self-love.
Breathe deep and take your moment, y'all. Just whoo, let that shit out. And once it's out, that's what I like to do. Last thing. Last thing. The thing that's bothering me, I think about it. I take a deep breath, and when I let out everything I just said. So it's gone.
Negative
it's
energy.
gone. After I say it, it's done.
It's
After I take
done.
that deep breath, when I exhale, the problem's gone. I'm not thinking about it.
That's
Exactly.
good. Because a
That's
lot of people
very
have a
good.
problem with letting shit go.
It's hard, and I struggle with that for sure.
Yeah.
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 Yay!
That was great.
That was good.
Yes. Okay.
So let's get into the show.
Yeah, what's
Right.
up?
Okay. So
Lauren had a great. Just go ahead, girl. Do
so we're talking about perspective today.
Perspective.
Because definitely with all the speculation with the funeral and just with the dress and just with this whole Nikki thing too.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of things that we're seeing that we see visually. And of course, like in our own lives, like when dealing with perspective can be good and perspective can really fuck you up.
Yeah.
And it can really have you walk around here thinking that the world is against you, or thinking that, you know, the people at your job don't like you, or not really being able to see your potential because you fucked up about your own shit. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you're insecure. So that's what we just gonna discuss. So I wanted to ask y'all, like, what do y'all think about like perception, or, you know, how has perception affected you, good and
Can I
bad,
go?
like positively and negatively?
Take it away.
And I deal with this all the time because depending on what your mood is or your vibe is, because I'm married, so you know, we're not the same person. So he could say, this happens all the time. It's the lack of communication. Like he might have had a bad day, and I'll say something that I normally say, but to him, because he's already in a negative vibe, it feels like I'm coming off a certain kind of way, and now we plexed up because he's having a rough day, but he perceived what I said the wrong way.
Yeah.
You know? It happens all the
He's
time.
already negative.
Yeah.
So
already
anything
in
that
it, so
you say,
he looking
negative.
for it.
Yeah.
And or vice versa, because sometimes I'll be like, what's wrong with you? Like, why you say it like that?
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
So that kind of got crossed when text messaging came, because you can't show emotion through text messaging. So it's like, what are you talking about? You be dry. What we know as dry now wasn't always, it wasn't
Text
always known.
messages is
Girl,
a
that's
bad
the
form
worst,
of
especially
yeah.
in relationships.
Yeah.
Being in an intimate relationship with somebody, girl, that will have you so mad.
Y'all,
Yeah.
And
let him text back one word. If it's just one word, okay.
Girl.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Wait.
Calling that ass immediately.
Man,
we got a problem.
What's
You
good?
got an attitude?
Or like this message like don't like
Oh,
shit. That shit.
Let me tell y'all
I
how
do
disrespectful
not
I
like
think
that
that shit is.
It is
I
very
think anytime
disrespectful.
you write a message and you put a thumbs up
Bitch.
on my message,
Bitch.
I
immediately
want
wanna
to
fight you.
Yeah,
Yikes.
immediately, like seriously. But no, what I deal with perception. It's so funny that we're having this conversation because I'm trying to take the month of September as a big like mental and spiritual and physical awakening for me.
Oh, come on with it.
So, it's what I'm learning about myself too is that in the relation to perception, that we as human beings, we're all different.
Right.
We could be saying the same thing, but because we're all different, we're gonna receive the message totally
Come on, baby.
different, and that brings you back to Sanara's point about communication, why that's so important. And I'm realizing same thing like you being married, like me being in a new relationship, is just like learning how to like communicate with somebody and not getting upset about how they perceived it or what they even do, you know, because sometimes you expect people to do stuff the way you want them to do it, or the way I would do it,
Yeah.
but they do it the way they
That's
do
not
it.
wanna do
necessarily
it.
how
But
they
I'm
receive
pissed
it.
because it's just like, but I would have done it this way. But it's like,
Right.
that's not cool because you're you, you know? So
You have
Girl,
to
I
realize there's more than
struggle.
one
I
way
struggle
to
with that.
do something.
Yeah.
It is.
We all struggle
And
with
neither
that.
one is wrong. I think that's what
Neither.
I'm learning too. When it comes to
Right.
perception, I think you really have to realize that, like, just because the way someone else did it is completely different from yours does not make it wrong.
Yeah.
You know, it just makes them them.
Yeah.
And you just have to learn
Yeah.
how they
Deal
do
with
How to
stuff.
accept that. I have a really big problem with that. And
That's
I can
like
come
my
off
life right now.
I can come off real like judgmental sometimes too. I have to catch myself. I have to catch myself in like if somebody does something a way that I wouldn't do it and then judging them off of that.
Yeah.
Right. And being like, who raised you?
Right.
Right.
Who
Why you
raised
no, I go there. I be
Yeah.
like, who raised you? And I be looking like, oh, and it really I feel like it's the devil,
I mean,
to be
some
honest.
things,
It's
some
the
things
devil.
can be I do believe
Yeah,
that.
no,
'Cause I
some
be
stuff
like,
is
what-
very just like, you're filed for that. There's no if, ands,
Who
or buts
raised
about
you
it.
like
You
that?
filed.
Who raised you?
Yeah, I'll be like that. No,
Yeah.
sometimes that's valid.
But some stuff is really just like, you
know
didn't
what? Yeah.
see that the way I saw it.
And I feel like either way, like people can always learn. Like
Yeah.
in being older
Mhm.
nowadays, you know,
She said
especially dating, you know,
Yeah.
we're both Chloe and I were both in a relationship.
Yeah.
Hey now, hey
Hey,
relationship. You know, so it's just kind of like with doing that. It's difficult.
It is.
It's very difficult, and we have to give people room sometimes to be able to fuck up or be able to grow. You know, some women don't like the whole potential thing. Some women can't fuck with it. Like, nigga, if I can't do that.
They don't like a project.
Not even a project. Not even a
I
project.
wouldn't
Bitch,
even
I'm not
say
even gonna
potential
put.
either. I just think, like I said, it's when you mesh with someone or you get in a relationship with someone, you're gonna have to learn like how they do shit
like
versus you do shit.
Exactly.
And it's gonna take time. Like some people do connect right off the bat.
Yeah.
Like y'all got the same soul, the same
Yeah.
spirit. So
Yeah.
y'all understand
And
each
it's
other
beautiful.
clearly. And it's
I
beautiful.
commend
Yeah.
you on
But then
that.
there's some people who are a little different, but they still work. But
Yeah.
it takes time for them to really just
And
like
even those people
understand.
still have issues down the line. Them people that
Oh,
connect
yeah,
because
still.
nobody does things the same.
Never.
Nobody
No
does
one is
things
the same. The way I'm gonna think about something, the way I perceive a whole situation, you could take it totally different.
Yeah.
And like I said, it does not make you wrong.
Yeah.
It just
Doesn't.
makes it like,
Makes it
how
different.
do we meet in the middle?
Let's meet, and,
Let
and,
me
and
tell
that's
y'all
and that's
about
the
that.
kicker. That's the kicker, not the choice.
Yeah.
The choice to want to meet, and I think
Boom.
that's where people have
There
the
you go.
conflict.
Yeah.
Because it's like I don't want to.
And make
Like,
sure you
not
get
me
that
personally,
sorted.
but it's just
make
like,
sure
you
you get
know?
sorted before you get married.
Absolutely.
Because
Girl.
Absolutely.
we still struggle. We struggle with some things.
I
even though
think
we've
you
been
still
together for
struggle with it, even
What?
in marriages. Like
Yeah.
even when you try to deal with it, like it's still gonna be a little bit of an issue in marriage because
Yeah.
it's just,
Yeah.
you, like
You
I
face
say
new
all the
mountains.
time, you so used to you
Yeah.
that I don't know.
Because
And you
y'all,
face
look.
new issues too.
Yeah.
New things come when it comes to being married.
yeah.
Like new whole
It's
things.
like a box of chocolate. I
You
promise
never
you.
know what you
never
gonna
know.
get.
Because
Yeah.
we used to have this thing where one of our first kind of like married compromise thing was rice. His mom did the boil in the bag rice, and we had the rice cooker. So he was like, "We don't need that because my mama just put it in a pot in the bag and we cook it like that." And I'm like, "Well, I grew up with it cooked in the rice cooker,
Right.
so
I can't with
I
y'all.
need a rice
This
cooker."
little petty
I'm about to play
argument.
with y'all.
That's what I'm saying. So for a while, I was like, okay, well, whatever. Well, I'll just cook it out the bag. I don't like that. Now we have a rice cooker. I tried it
I
your
love
way.
this petty
I
wedding
tried it your
argument.
way. You know,
Right.
I did not. At first, I was like, what?
You know,
Who raised you?
Look,
But
God
then-
bless that's the issues y'all have.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Those are
Girl,
fixable.
Okay, right.
I mean, clearly,
Y'all
'cause
argue
we're
about
using a rice cooker,
Okay.
but-
Look, so now I said, because I put my foot
'Cause
down
I-
and we're using a rice
I'm
cooker.
like,
What
that's
you
it.
mean?
That's it. No
Of
more
course we're
bad.
fine.
Okay.
No disrespect. No, I tried it that way.
No
I'm not gonna
disrespect,
say,
Mama Olive.
because I love my mother-in-law, but we gonna use this rice cooker, and now she has a rice cooker now.
I can't.
shakalaka.
Samara, this.
No boil in the bag.
If that's the type of issues I want when I'm married, so I will take
Can we
that
argue about the
hands
hood?
down, right?
Bitch, 'cause
I don't
I
like
be-
the color.
Between that and the color of our bed linen,
I'll take those arguments any day.
I can't.
Any
Yeah.
day. Any
So-
day.
compromise.
Compromise.
What's the you mentioned Nicki Minaj when you brought up this topic.
Mm.
So what about her situation were you speaking
Was
of when it
relevant.
comes? Yeah.
Just the simple fact that right now, I'm pretty sure y'all seen her in the media a lot. She has the Queen Radio and all that other stuff.
That
and
right there is like,
it's a lot of her
Nicki.
just expressing how she feels about what people are doing as it pertains to her or not her.
Okay.
And it just seems like everything that people are doing is in some way affecting her. And she's just expressing a lot. And a lot of it, to me, is perception. You know, she spoke about Kylie being like, about the Travis Scott.
when she was talking to Tyga, or
No, she was just talking about the fact that Kylie posted that she was going, like, I guess her backstage pass to like the to Travis Scott or some type of passes, and then his tour got sold out or whatever. So she said something about the fact that like, oh, Kylie, I guess because of her clout, like
Kylie's promoting the Travis Scott tour, and that's why he has the number one record.
And in argument, like the reason why hers isn't or whatever, and it's just. To me, it's just a lot about like perception, like, and we could definitely see that, you know what I mean, in our own. We can use that to see that in our own lives, to like when other people do things or other people's moves. And we think it has something to do with us. And really, in actuality, it has nothing
I can see that, because
to do.
Kylie was probably just supporting her man. Like, she
was supporting her baby father.
Of course she was.
I mean, that's her man, and she love him. So why she can't promote? So what? It doesn't matter what status she is. She's doing. If she wasn't where she was, I'm pretty sure she would be promoting.
It's
the album
normal.
the same
It was
way.
something normal
Why
that
is
she
Nicki
would.
hating?
And that's it. It's just.
I love her though.
She's basically, you know how people say the things that people say and do to you are a reflection of themselves.
Yeah.
That's basically what she's doing. It's like you're insecure or not so confident in your project. You're very. I feel like Nicki was very insecure about the project.
She is where she is now. I think so.
And
I don't think that she was insecure about it. I think the best word to say was that she expected it to do great, and it didn't.
But there's still time.
But
though.
it did.
I mean, but where
There's
has Nicki
still
been
time.
though? Like the thing how it is now is so fast. If you out for a couple months, you kind of behind the game, so you got to stay.
It's not
stay
even
out
that.
There. But Nicki been gone for a long time.
Not to even get on the topic of just Nicki in person, but she just dropped her album the same time as Travis Scott did, and Travis Scott album just did better. That's just what it is. But I think what Nicki needs to understand is that just because you're number 2 doesn't mean that your album wasn't good.
You just the first to lose.
My biggest thing is that the reason why I say it's insecurity is just because I believe Cardi being where she is and the amount of attention she gets from everybody and the amount of connections that she's getting, you know, in that circle, I feel it makes Nicki feel inferior, and I think that it caused her.
That she feels like that.
I feel like her feelings are on her sleeve right now
It's
because
stupid to
she
me
feels like somebody's about to knock her off her shit. You know what I mean?
She
So
got
that's why I
that
feel.
same clout when she dropped her first album. This was just Cardi's first album. This is a lesson. I feel like
that's perception.
The things that people do to you aren't intentional. Like she feels like what Kylie did was a personal attack on her and her character. And it's just like it's a huge lesson in learning that when you're hurt or when people hurt you, like it's not intentional most of the time when someone does something to you. It's never intentional. Like it's always just one, how you perceive the hurt, and two, whatever that person is going through. You know, it's never intentional.
If it's not directed at you,
I just
you
thought
shouldn't
that.
worry
I was
about
just about to say
and
that.
if it is, I feel like, and if
Boom.
it is like kind of like shady or on some like slick shit, you shouldn't even worry about it anyway because the person isn't strong enough or bold enough to even come to
Bring
you
it to
with
my front door.
You know,
if it ain't at my front door,
as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, whatever attitude, because I really struggled with that for a while, especially like working, you know, for people. It's like I would take on people's attitudes at work or, you know, the way that people would talk to me or whatever and make it seem as if, you know, in a reflection to my job or, you know, what I'm doing. And I had to realize like, yo, like that has nothing to do with me. If I know I did my job, I came to work on time, I did what I was supposed to do, your attitude towards me has everything to do with you and nothing to fucking do with me.
That's a positive perception.
Exactly. Especially if you have not yet said anything to me. So at this point, that's where anxiety comes in because now I'm sitting here having anxiety about some unknown shit just because I think, you know, it's just like if you think about it like, yo, I did what I was supposed to do and that person got issues and they ain't said shit to me yet.
Until they bring them issues
and
to me.
I'm good.
It has nothing to do with me.
That shit has really changed my life.
I think that's a whole life lesson. Like, as long as you do your best. And this is, if Nicki, if you're listening, I feel like you said said, and a lot of other people have said that this is one of your best albums.
Man.
So whether it came
like
in
it.
number 1 or number 2, a lot of people have said that this is your best work of art.
Yeah.
So I feel like you take that as just like, well, I'm good.
But
I did my best.
It has everything to
And
do
you
with
got
the
seniority
unknown of what
anyway.
Cardi is working on and what she like. That y'all, when I tell you that is the root of all of that, it's like
You
her.
think it's just Cardi? Well, it got to be Cardi because it ain't nobody else.
I think
just think
she's
she being a
insecure.
diva.
I just think it's
She just
insecurity,
because
y'all.
she got a.
It's a little. It is insecurity.
It is definitely insecurity because
Because
she used to be in the
Nicki
best.
Nicki has gained weight. Number 1.
That booty nasty now. That booty
I don't know,
ugly.
but she's older.
what
She's
they did
older
to
than
that
Cardi. Cardi has character. Cardi has more like she has character.
She has a personality.
Cardi has a personality.
Yeah.
So, Cardi has a personality. So it really, you know what I'm saying? It brings about a different vibe.
Yeah.
And for Nicki, it's more. It seems a little bit more rehearsed.
Yeah.
Than natural. And I feel like
Exactly.
she is a little bit scared about that.
I just think
Yeah.
it's stupid for her to be, if it does have to do with Cardi, I think it's very childish of her
Oh, yeah.
being, you know,
Where
just
she is.
where she is. I
Beyonce
think
don't
you
care.
would accept Cardi and just be like,
you could be my son.
welcome to.
Because I
Come
mean, as far as
on.
lyrics, Nicki got it on lock.
I
but
agree.
Cardi she popping. 'cause
Yeah,
this
she's
is
just
the time
popping.
for her type of shit.
And that goes to just because another babe is winning, don't mean
it's
you
enough
can
for
win.
everybody.
Your perception.
Exactly. It's your perception.
Perception.
You cannot
Ooh.
perceive someone
So
else's
let-
blessings as your losses.
So bring us in.
Okay.
Let's
wrap
it up.
What do you think? Like perception. Give us.
I think that in perception, I feel like you should worry about yourself and understand that if it's negative, check it.
Yeah.
Like if you feel a negative type of way, I feel like you should stop, maybe breathe if you need to.
Yeah.
And you need to check it and figure out, is it me? Like,
Yeah,
am I
tripping?
tripping? Like, am I
Yeah.
looking at this wrong? Or you know what I mean? Is this really what it is?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just feel like always stay positive. Just
Mm-hmm.
don't go through life thinking negative.
Yeah.
Like, don't think that even if somebody is like, you know, say something when you walk by or whatever, don't think it's negative.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, perceive it as something good. Like, oh, okay, they like my shirt or
Yeah.
they, you know,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like, so I just think like just have a positive perception no matter what. And I
Yeah.
think
Because
it will
my
help.
thing is, if you ain't said my name or said it to me,
It's not my business.
it ain't my business. It's you and whoever you talking to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because if I have a problem with you, I'm gonna come to you.
Exactly.
And that's how the problem gonna be solved.
Exactly.
We don't need what we need the outside noise
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
So
And it adds when it's somebody that you don't even know.
because now we hyped up and it could escalate from there.
Yeah, so just have a positive perception,
Positive,
babe.
positive perception, babe.
Your
And use
perception plays a really big role in how you see in
Right,
the
in your
shit.
mental.
Your daily
Yeah.
life.
I feel like if you have a negative perception all the time, it's your mental. Like, it's not the other people. Like I say, it's not intentional.
Yeah.
So if your perception is a negative mindset, something that you got going on.
and you will start to
over
attract
there.
negative things.
Exactly.
Laws of attraction.
So don't worry about the
Exactly.
shade. Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
What
Just
I
enjoy.
feel like.
Yeah.
So this the end, y'all.
Wrap
We
us up.
wrapping it
Wrap us
You
up,
already know
Chloe.
what we
Send us
do.
out.
Y'all know what it is. Follow us on Insta. What is it? Brownsugarbabe Pod.
And Twitter.
We
Twitter.
still want to answer you guys' questions when it comes
Yeah.
to relationships, career,
Yeah.
whatever the case may
Anything.
be. Like,
What you
please
want.
email us, DM us. Our Gmail is brownsugarbabepod@gmail.com. Or you can also DM us on Instagram.
Come
We
on.
really hope you guys like this episode.
Right.
And
We really
this
do.
sound.
We really do.
Come
We really
on.
do.
And
It
sorry
was-
it took us so long for the people that are coming for us under our comments. Yes,
Right.
finally, it's about time.
We got
to
live.
shut it
And make
off.
sure you guys listen to us on SoundCloud. We
Absolutely.
we were posting on YouTube before, but we are on SoundCloud, y'all. We trying to get on Apple. It's
We
like
almost
low
there.
key,
We're
like
almost
the
there.
CIA
Like,
or
it's so
something.
The
close.
world is waiting.
So it
Thank
is.
y'all for
So,
sticking with us.
For sure, for sure.
From
So
the
we love you
beginning.
guys.
Love you. Drink your water. Mind your business.
That's right.
Bye.
Talk to y'all later. Bye.